guide them. They want them to listen to you, to listen to me, us, because they think that this is good for them, for example. So,
But, you would have thought then, if that was the case, there would be 10 million people watching my videos instead of 100.
yes, of course, I would be a superstar.
Yeah, so why is that then? If it's God's will, why is he doing it so minusculely? Why doesn't he blow up any of my videos into going viral if he wants people to see this message?
You're talking about God.
Yeah.
Yes, so he wants us to be successful, but we are in a playfield, and there are so many sources of anything, and we have to fight us through this playfield. Yes, we get assistance, we get guidance, we get help, we get support, but still we have to do it. We have to go the path like anyone else. We're not better. Yes, we have to face this world full of powers acting as they want, as they wish to, and we have what we say is we have to fight it through.
Yeah, you see, if I come from my perspective that we are all shards of God consciousness, then we all have equal right and equal power in manifesting. And so there are 1 billion videos of people's cats out there. There's probably about 500 million videos of people's pet squirrels out there, and so lots of those, they get millions of views for whatever reason that it touches people in a certain way. So if I eliminate God from the equation as being anything outside of consciousness, which we all have an equal share in, then I can take the results very, very easily, because there's nothing mystical, there's nothing spiritual that's actually going on, because spirit is our consciousness. We're all powerful beings, and some of us, if we put more into it, then we'll get more out of it. And so that sounds much more reasonable than God sitting up on his throne and going, oh, that man's suffering down there, let me just help him a little bit. Oh, that man's he's got too much already, he doesn't need any help, and all this sort of thing. I struggle with that level of interpretation, because it's much more rational and logical to suggest that what we put in is energy, and the more energy we put in, it stands to reason the more energy we're going to get out.
Yes, but you don't. Well, there's a very important point. It's not just us. So there are powers, there are spirits, and they're also acting. They're acting with us, for us, and they're acting against us. And they're acting for and against other people. This is the playfield. It's not about us, just about us humans. It's about a countless number of spirits that are involved in this game, of course, and they all take part in this.
Yeah.
So if for example, well, imagine I have written like 5 books, okay, and I printed and gave away like 100 books for free. And I talked and I made videos, like more than 100 videos on my channel. And I had hours and hours and hours and hours where I talked to people to motivate them. I visited people to try to get something into moving. I did my very best. And the result is, although I have like 60 publications, 60, 70, I don't know how many, okay, I have sold maybe like 100 books. Why? I mean, there are people, they create shit.
Yeah.
Literally shit. They do not even write it for their own selves. They let AI write some shit.
Yeah.
And they publish it. and they do something, and then they are successful, and the stuff is being sold.
Yeah.
Yes, and I wrote this high best quality stuff, and I do everything I can, but I get rejected all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You are really the first person since I started. I have a reasonable dialogue with. Never ever I had a single person that I could communicate with as we do now.
Yeah.
Not a single person. And so I tried with so many persons, so many people. I sent my books to people from, here on YouTube. So many people that are working in this esoteric, spiritual, religious scene. Everyone rejects me. Everyone.
Wow.
Out of any kind of reason. People are frightened from me. They have fear. They get aggressive against me. They some people are even envious. Anything you could ever imagine. Why? And it's always the same theme. At first, people are like amazed, interested, sympathy. But then after a few days, maybe weeks, it gets worse, and then they reject me. For the most silly reasons. Just nonsense, okay? Nonsense. They even get aggressive against me. Why? Well, other people, if they would have done what I have done, they would have been successful. But I get rejected all the time. So the powers are working in the background. And our personal power is relevant. The things we are talking about are like secrets. We are talking about secrets.
Yeah.
And this world is dominated by powers that do not want the people to know these secrets. Because if the people start to exercise and practice and evolve and, yes, get awake and stuff, well, then they would not have this amount of control, of course.
Yeah, so up to date, there's been 54 people that have bought my book. And that's because I've been heavily promoting it for almost a month now, and I have a regular subscribership. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have made a single independent sale, because there's a vast amount of books out there, and what people say about publishing is that writing a book is the easiest thing. That's kindergarten stuff. Selling it,
Yes.
that's where you need a PhD. And you need to put probably 100 times more effort into promoting your book than you do writing it. And so I decided that I'm going to leave that to the cosmos. I didn't write it for the money. I'm not a business person. I've retired a long time ago. I wrote that book just to pay something forward and say thank you to the cosmos for all the incredible books I've read throughout the years, and hopefully mine will be appreciated by some. And when I meet somebody that means something to me and a relationship, if they want to know anything about me, at least I'll say, well, here's a book.